headband on this, and I love it.
Anything. This is probably
Very
my favorite headband. This is
Now,
probably my
for me-
favorite headband. It's like floppy and it's cute. Just feel like
It
I'm
is
Shake it.
really cute, especially on you. Bonky, bonky, bonky.
How is everybody's week going so far?
Going good, going good. I just got back from Denver visiting the daughter and Avery. They bought a house, but don't ask me where it is. It's not in Holly Springs. I do know that. It
So you're
is
closer to me, right?
southeast of Raleigh, but I asked her to send me the address, but I can't remember where it is.
Okay, well, let me know because you're going to be in my neighborhood.
Yeah, it's a really nice neighborhood. I saw the house. I was there, when they picked it out and stuff, but we looked at so many that we were all over the place, and I don't know where I was. So I'll find out and let you know.
I think it may be like maybe like Apex or Fuquay in that area, kind of closer. I'm in Holly Springs, so closer that way. Yeah.
We looked at Apex and Fuquay, but it's not either one of those.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a surprise.
It's not in Johnson County, is it?
I think it is, like toward Garner.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a good area.
Is that Johnson
It is.
County?
It depends on where you are in Gardner. It's like
Okay.
Johnson Wake split.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it
It's
off
in-
at is it 264?
I have no idea. Like
We
I
started-
said,
Regardless,
it's all
I'll
about-
be there. You'll see tobacco plants.
We started
there
middle
you
school
go.
this
We
week.
come down that way. We'll just stop.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Addison
Yeah, you
started-
Cut the buck yet?
Where'd that come
The
from?
buck from my parents' farm.
Did your husband kill it?
Yes, he did.
Hey, that's a
Alright.
good one. I'd be proud. I would be so proud. I had
We've got
Except-
a couple of those hanging downstairs, and actually have a bear head hanging downstairs too. So y'all would feel right at home at my house, wouldn't they, Tess?
Addison
Hey,
started
I
middle
tell you-
school this week, and I'm so excited because I got the teacher appreciation.
Oh, good. Yay.
I know all them PTA ladies are going to love me. I'm going to be the Mary Kay lady of the middle school. It's my goal.
There you go.
Prizes
There you go.
for
Awesome.
What were you
Yeah,
saying,
that's-
Tess?
Said every evening that I can get away, my getaway is at my barn. And let me tell y'all, there's like 5 big bucks. And these bucks come out, and I mean, they look like Rudolph. I'm naming them Donner, Blitzen. They've got like, and over here, and I am loving it.
They love corn. They love corn and a salt lick. Put a salt lick
Love
out there,
that.
they'll be your best friend.
Yeah, that's a good
I
idea.
love it.
Do something.
Just
That's
don't let
But
the
right
game
now
warden
we're
catch you
feeding a little
putting any corn out.
calf.
unless you're North
Right.
Carolina.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
they let you do it
friends.
in Virginia, but only for a
Hey,
little while. How's Jillian
I've
this
been out here
evening?
working at the Appalachian Fair.
Oh,
How does that
fun.
There's all kinds
Fun,
of country
fun,
music
fun.
going on. I had to come to my car.
That's all right. You come for a little peace and quiet inside the car for a minute, huh?
With
Yes. I've been meeting all kinds of awesome ladies, though. Y'all look so pretty.
you look so pretty.
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
You don't look
You
tired at all.
I'm not matching, but it's okay.
That's okay. That's all
You're
right.
matching,
You're
you're
out
matching.
meeting some awesome ladies.
You're good. You're
I'm
matching.
so excited for the training tonight. Who's teaching?
Me.
Mad.
Yay! I can't wait to hear it.
Oh yeah. It's all good. It's all good. Well, let's
Oh, I know why.
Let's kind of-
teaching.
Okay.
Master the beauty session. Patty,
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
that.
master in the beauty session is what we're going to be talking about. Yes.
Patty's
yes.
the queen of that. I'm getting my
But-
notebook out right now.
Take notes in the dark, Jillian. It'll be okay.
Yep.
I love it. Before we get started with our training, one of the things that we're going to do is starting this week, And then going through the rest of our sessions, every time we get together on these Wednesday nights as an area, we are going to do something really special. I'm so excited about this. We're going to recognize and debut the new red jackets every week. So exciting. So exciting. So we're going to do a video for each one. And every week we'll do, these introductions and celebrations, debuts of these new red jackets. So for tonight, let's congratulate Sarah Jane Richardson from the future, real quick future, real short time now, Kimberly Foley unit. Yay! Yay, 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 yay. We're so excited.
You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you. I worship you.
So the winner.
You are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are.
Oh my goodness, Sarah Jane, we are so proud of you. And this is going to be hard, having to speak after watching these. Seeing the baptism has made me very emotional, but just all of it, being able to see your family and them being involved and being able to celebrate you is just very special. So congratulations to Sarah Jane. And we look forward to seeing who all's going to be on our video streams next week so we can celebrate you as a brand new red jacket. All right. So for tonight's training, we are going to talk about mastering the beauty session. One of my favorite Mary Kay quotes, one of the very first ones I ever heard was, "Nothing happens until somebody sells something," right? I mean, the party, the beauty session is primarily where we make our money. And so it is going to be one of the places that you really need to practice and master so that you maximize your income potential. Now, you can get sales from reorders on your website and all that, but we all know that the beauty session, whether you're doing it in person or virtually, is going to be where most of your sales take place. This is also going to be the place where you're going to get your new leads, you're going to get new recruits, and this is what we call working full circle. Working your parties, working your beauty sessions full circle so that you take advantage of every opportunity that you have in that one situation. Now, I'm going to tell you, your most successful parties are going to be in person. I know we've learned how to do so much virtually over Zoom, on Facebook, all of those kinds of things. And that's wonderful. I'm so glad that we have those avenues available to us. But statistically, and we've kind of tested this and worked on it, statistically, your highest sales are going to come from your in-person parties. So I will encourage you to do that whenever possible. Okay. Whenever possible. Your sales are going to be higher and you're really going to be able to build the relationships, and building that relationship is what is really going to make the biggest difference in the success of your business. So in-person parties, your sales are higher, you're able to build the relationships, you're going to have better results when you ask for referrals, when you ask your guests to do a coffee chat, to do a career chat with you. if you've been able to talk to them one-on-one, you've gotten to know them and they feel comfortable with you and they trust you. And that's going to happen when you're in person easier than it will over virtual. Okay. I'm not saying virtual is successful because they can, absolutely. But personally, I feel like in person is going to be a little bit more successful. I think one of the most important things that I could ever stress to anybody starting a Mary Kay business is to remember that your primary goal is to make that other person, whether it's individually, if you're just, two people at a facial, or if you're doing a group, if you're doing a party, is to make each person feel important, make them feel like they are special and that you are really interested and concerned about them. And you want to be there to help them to feel better about their skin, to increase their level of confidence. And kind of goes back to another Mary Kay saying, of course, pretend that everybody that you see has a sign around their neck that says, "Make me feel important." So some of the things that you can do to master the beauty session. And first of all, this was talked about last week. So go back and look at week 3, but pre-profile your party, individual facial, whatever it is, pre-profile and have contact with that person, that group of people, before you expect them to walk through the door at your event, or if you're going to their home, that kind of thing. Pre-profiling is going to help your hold rate. You're going to be more successful in getting the people there or them not canceling on you. So go back and look at last week's if you haven't had a chance to do that yet. The next one is dress professionally. That means, your career apparel. You saw Avery and Kimberly with their red jackets on a few minutes ago. As directors, we wear our director suits. Sometimes, you may just want to wear a skirt and your beauty coat, but always dress professionally. It's going to make you feel better, but that image that you're projecting to your guests is going to be very important in how they perceive you. When you first get to somebody's home, if you're doing this in their house, make sure you get there early enough to actually have time to talk to the hostess. You're going to have to set up and all of those kinds of things. So count that time in, but build in time to talk to the hostess. If it's not somebody that you know well, get to know her. But it will also give you a chance to ask her about the guests that are coming. Tell me a little bit about, your friends that are going to be here today. Well, what does she do? And, what's her family life like? Any of those kinds of things. And you may even ask her, just come out and say, well, are any of your guests coming, people that you could see doing what I do, or that would be really good at doing what I do? It can help you prepare to kind of in your mind pre-profile those guests as far as who might be a good recruit. If you're at a center or a hotel conference room, always greet the guest when they come in. Make sure you got there and got everything set up before the people start coming in, so that you can take time to greet them, say hello to them, look them in the eye, ask them questions. How was your day today? Did you have to work today? Oh, well, tell me a little bit about your family, or a little bit about what you do. Building that relationship. So take the time, make the time to do that. Your body language is going to be really important. And some of this, for me, it took practice. I had to be really conscious of what I was doing, looking people in the eye. And if you've been around Kristen Myers any amount of time, she will tell you when you're talking to somebody and you're asking them, a question, look them in their right eye. You've even got to tilt your head, look them straight in their right eye and look all the way into their liver. So it's an intentional, intent look with the eye contact. When you're greeting people, I know now, we got all this COVID stuff, kind of hanging around or rearing its ugly head again. You might not be shaking hands and things like that, but if that's appropriate where you are, you want to shake hands with people or at least have open body language. You definitely don't want to be standing, with your arms crossed when they come in the door and be kind of standoffish. You want to be, open, your heart's open, so that when you greet them, you're looking them in the eye, even if you're not shaking hands with them. And, welcome. I'm so glad you could come out tonight. Thank you for being here for Becky or Susie, whoever they're there with. The body language throughout the party is going to be really important. It's going to make your guest be more relaxed with you. And if you don't look like you feel tense, now you might be scared to death inside, but you're going to have to practice. Take the deep breath, relax, drop your shoulders, try to appear relaxed. And we'll talk a little bit more about body language when we get to some other parts of the party, but just be conscious of it and make sure that you're open to people and you're welcoming, that sort of thing. When you're setting up your display, make a nice, pretty, neat display. It doesn't have to be real fancy, but it needs to be cute. Get a little pink runner or a pink tablecloth or, something to make it cute. A couple of little things to make risers so that, some of your products are higher than the others. It doesn't have to be fancy. Just don't make it real cluttered, but make it cute. So have a cute display. We talked about greeting your guests, get to know them, ask questions so that you're working on that relationship. Then make sure you start on time. Start on time and just real quickly at the very beginning, explain what you're going to do. Thank you all for coming out tonight. I'm so excited that you're here. We are going to relax. We're going to have a good time. Our primary goal is to make sure that you have fun, that this is a nice, relaxing time for you, that you can forget about the cares of the world. We're going to, I'll tell you a little bit about me. We're going to play a really fun game that's going to allow me to share some information with you about the company and about some of our products. And this game is going to give you a chance to get some tickets for our door prize because we have some amazing door prizes to give away tonight. And then we're going to walk through our skincare lines. This is all the stuff that's on your tray, and we're going to go through that. And once we do that, we'll play another game so you can get some more tickets for the door prize. And, when you come to one of these Mary Kay events, you're not ever required to purchase anything. But if you decide that you'd like to take some things home with you, we're going to have a little sale flyer at the end for you to take advantage of. And we'll get together just one-on-one. I like to take a few minutes right at the end to talk to each person individually so that I can make sure I've answered all of your questions and give you an opportunity to let me know if you want to purchase anything and we can write it all up then. So that's basically what we're going to do today. Just a real quick synopsis so they have an idea of what's coming. And then you're going to go into your iStory. And this is something that you really need to take some time to work on because this is going to set the tone, set the stage for how these people perceive you, whether you're serious about your business, what your goals are. So a really strong iStory mission statement is something that you need to take some time to work on. And if you need some help with that, talk with your director. There's, some good information on Kristen's app and the website about how to do your iStory, but just take some time to work on that and make sure it's really strong. It doesn't need to be very long. It actually needs to be short. And just make sure that it details what you're looking for in your business and what your mission with your business is. Then once you get that part done, then you're going to play some sort of game, something fun to give the information about the company, about the products that we want to share with everybody. And I'm using the format that Kristen taught me how to do. So this is the way that I always do a party. I always just do the purse game. And there's all sorts of different letters that you can use for that. Some people use the Mrs. Cab, MRSCAB, the flip chart that Kristen has made for our national area does it. It's a little bit different, but it gives you examples for everything. So pick some of those and share the important parts about the company, how it got started, the guarantees, all of those kinds of things. But you want to make it fun. You want to make it interactive so that they're involved and you're not just sitting there talking to them all the time. Sometimes we even say that we are considered skincare teachers. And sometimes teachers kind of get a rap for being a little bit boring. So we don't want to be boring teachers. So we're going to play this game. We're going to give you tickets for, participating and all that kind of stuff. So some fun way to share all that information. And just keep it upbeat, keep it concise. Don't make it too long. Like I said, we always do the purse game because it seems it's simple and straightforward. Okay, so once you get that done, then you're going to go through the steps of your skincare line. So, make sure everybody's got everything they need in their tray. You can say, okay, time for our tray check. Make sure you got something in each of these little holes, however you want to do that. And it's really important to study up before you get there. I know when we first get started, everybody is really, really nervous about this part. I don't know enough about the products. I forget what to say. Use the flip chart. It's been developed specifically for that purpose, so that you know what to say. It's all written down right there in front of you. If you want, when I first got started, we didn't have flip chart. So I used note cards. I wrote things out, highlighted points, bullet points on just little note cards. And I use those as my reference points. And, when you're first getting started, just tell people that. Tell them, I'm really new at this. And so I'm going to use my little note cards so that I make sure that I cover everything that you need to know about these amazing products. I don't want to leave anything out. People they're fine with that. They're okay with it. And it makes you more relatable to your customers, so that that girl sitting out there that's thinking, I really could use some extra income, but I would be afraid to do it. But she sees you stepping out of your comfort zone and using your note cards, then she's going to be more apt to respond to you and say, sure, I'll do a coffee chat with you. I'd like to learn a little bit more about this. So don't be afraid to just be real, be honest with people, and, let them know that you're new. It's fine. It's fine. So, don't feel bad about using the flip chart. The flip chart's actually great. It's got pictures that people can see. So, different learning styles. Some people are very visual. Some, are fine with just words. So use the flip chart. And that way, you're crossing all of those different learning styles. And then you've got the people that are the touchy-feely ones, and they're going to love putting all this product on and all this kind of stuff. So go through the skincare line, study ahead, make sure you know what you're talking about, but don't feel bad about using your notes, whether it's a flip chart or the note cards. Then we kind of step away from doing products for just a couple of minutes. We put on the lip scrub, and then we let it sit for just a few minutes. And we go back to playing another game. And so this is when we do some form of the referral game. On the profile cards that we use now, it's actually a profile sheet. It's an 8 by 11, just a regular size piece of paper. At the bottom of it, it has rows to do the referral game. On the back of your profile cards that come in your starter kit, there's also a place to do that. So some of the, different directors may have a little bit different style of profile sheet, but I'm sure that there's a place somewhere to get referrals because it's one of the most, one of those steps in the full circle of doing your beauty session. So play some sort of game, make it fun, make it casual, explain to them that the only thing you're going to do with these is a quick contact to the person and say something like, Susie was at one of our beauty sessions recently. And when we asked who she thought would enjoy their own complimentary beauty session and a free gift, she thought of you. Wasn't that sweet? And then, just explain to them it's going to be a text message or a quick phone call. And if these folks want to do that, then we set it up and we give them a free gift and tell them it was from you. So make it very casual and relaxed so that they feel comfortable giving you the names and numbers of their friends and family. Okay. And, now with our ability to do these things virtually, you can even tell them, and the folks, they don't even have to be local. They can be in other states, other places, because now we have the ability to send them beauty packets with samples and do things virtually, like over Zoom. And so, you can expand on the numbers of referrals that you can get, but just make it fun. Give them tickets. Tell them they're going to get 1 ticket for every name that they give you. The person with the most is going to get 5 extra tickets or 10 extra tickets, whatever you want to do, toward the door prize. But it's going to encourage them to give you more names because they're getting more tickets because you've talked about these door prizes and they want one of them. Okay. Then you're going to go through and tell them to star the 2 or 3 people that you think would enjoy something like this the most. That's going to lead you into the next part of the full circle. And this is talking about booking the second appointment. And, I forgot to bring those cards in here. They're in my briefcase. We are using, several of us are using a little card, a postcard size. It's a coupon code. And we even ask, so, okay, when you go shopping, how many people in here search ahead of time for the coupon code for the store that you're getting ready to walk into? And probably, 90% of the people are going to raise their hand and say, I do, always do. I load e-coupons at Kroger on my phone before I go to the Kroger store. When you're going shopping at the Belk store, you're going to look for coupon codes. So you tell them, hey, I'm so excited to tell you that we have coupon codes with Mary Kay now too. And then you show them the two different styles where they can get $80 worth of product for just $40. So it's like getting their products at half price. If they, when they want to come back and do another session with you and bring a couple of friends. And if they want to bring 5 or 6 friends, then they can actually get $100 worth of product for just $40. And then, excuse me, let me get a drink real quick. This is another place where body language is going to be so important. Do not stand up, hold your little cards up and say, okay, who wants one of these? Because it's not going to work nearly as well. What you're going to do is you're going to take those coupon codes and you're going to have some in this hand and then you're going to have some in this hand. Big ones, little ones, however you want to say it. And you're going to walk up to each person individually and you're going to lean down and you're going to look them straight in the eye. And you're going to say, okay, hi, Diane. Now, which one of these do you want? The big one or you want the little one? You're assuming that they want one. And when you present it to them like that, they most likely are going to take one. So no standing back and saying, who wants one of these? You're going to each person individually and saying, which one of these would you like? You're leaning in and you're presenting it to them. Okay. So that's another place where the body language is so important. All right. Then, after you do that, Then you're going to go back, and if you're doing just a quick color look with the CC cream, maybe some mascara, a little bit of lip gloss, whatever you guys, however you do it at the very, very end. You do that, and then you're going to ask for the coffee chat. And again, this is a place where you want to make it relaxed and comfortable. So work on your wording, work on your body language and how you're standing. Don't be tense. Don't act like it's weird, because if you act like it's weird, they're going to think it's weird, and they're going to think, well, she's trying to talk me into something or whatever. But be relaxed about it and say, one of the ways that we earn our pearl jewelry, for instance, as a new consultant, that might be something that you're doing. One of the ways that that we do that is that I need to meet 3 women over coffee, over ice cream, whatever you like. And we just, talk for a few minutes about the Mary Kay business. You can ask me questions. I'll share information with you. And then you fill out this little survey at the end. And that's how I get credit for the chat. And when I do 3 of those, I get these really nice pearl earrings. And when I do 6, then I get the bracelet that matches them. And so would you be one of my chats to help me get my pearl earrings? So that's one way to approach it. We've done several different things, different enticements for them to do it. Sometimes we'll do like a bunch of roses, and each rose will have a little tag on it, maybe with a number. And you tell them that each number corresponds to a special prize. It could be some sort of free product. It could be a limited edition product, maybe something that you have left over. And just tell them each person who agrees to have one of these coffee chats with me is to pick a rose. And when we do your chat, I'll bring you your free product that corresponds to the number that you picked. At Christmas time, sometimes you can do little stockings. Sometimes we do chat for a mascara or a lip gloss, and you can take like a coffee mug and put a bunch of mascaras down in it, or stuff, lip glosses in it, and say everybody who agrees to do a chat with me gets to pick your favorite lip gloss or a mascara that you love, and I'll bring it to you when we get together for your chat. So just, work on whatever your director is doing as far as those chats, or, that you're doing yourself, but make it comfortable, make it relaxed, so that they are more likely to want to get together with you for coffee. Then you're going to do your satin hands, and while washing their hands and drying them off, you're going to be cleaning off the table, making it, again, a neat, cleaned up atmosphere for them to sit back down in, and be prepared for your close when you're going to do the roll-up bag close. So clear the clutter out of the way. This is it's a kind of a psychological thing. So clear the clutter out of the way, so that they can be open to looking at something else now. So when they come back, you give them their lotion. Then you're going to sit down and say, now, remember at the beginning, I told you guys we were going to have a sales sheet at the end. So now it's time for me to share that sales sheet with you. Hand out the roll-up bag sheets and go over those. Explain it to them. And I will say, at this point, actually at no point during a beauty session should you ever hand out a lookbook. Do not hand out a catalog, because it just confuses the issue. It gives people too many options. They're going to sit there and take forever looking through that book, and it takes too long. And so don't ever hand out a lookbook. If somebody asks you for one, you can just leave them in your car. Leave them in your car. And just that way you can honestly say, I'm so sorry. I forgot to bring those in with me. I don't have any in here with me right now, but I am sure I can, I can get you one as you leave or something like that. Or I can drop one by your house if they're local, something like that. Just don't hand it out while you're doing the party. Okay. So go through your roll up bag sheet, and then you're going to do your individual make sure that you take the time to do these. It's better if you have a separate place to do them. Get that one person away from the group, because sometimes they're not going to be comfortable talking, maybe even in front of their sister or their mama, about what they want to buy. I have actually had people tell me, thank you for bringing me into the living room, out of the dining room, or into a separate area if we're, at a hotel conference room, to talk about this, because I really want to get like, the princess bag or a queen bag. But I would feel bad about doing that in front of my sister because I know she can't afford to do that right now. So whenever possible, do your individual consultations separate from the group. And you've got your 4 questions that you always want to ask at your individual consultation. Did you have fun tonight? That was one of our primary goals, was for you to be able to relax and have fun. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you had fun. Well, do you have any questions for me? Any skincare issues, any products you wanted to know about that we didn't talk about tonight? So then you can cover those with her. And then when you've done your roll-up bag close, you've had them mark things on there that they liked. So then you ask her, may I see your wish list? May I see the things that you liked? So you can, kind of talk about, oh, you love that skincare line. That's my favorite. That's the one I use. Oh, and so you like this and you like that. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. That would add up to a princess bag. That is wonderful. That's some great products. The 4th question, would you like to take that home with you tonight? And then you can work with her. And when she says no, then, if she says no, then you go back into, oh, okay, well, would it be helpful if we took this out, or if we took that out? And you back her down a step. Would that be more doable? Don't ever just accept no until you've worked through this a couple of times. And then if she really can't do anything, then you can move on to saying, oh, I totally understand. By using this coupon code and bringing a few of your friends, I can really help you get these products at a great discount, or even for free if you'd like to, when you would like to do that. So work with that person individually, work through those questions. Get the sale first, and then work on booking the second appointment and booking your coffee chats. So that kind of, brings it all back together. Make sure you have, your products close at hand and organized well, so that when you go to fill her order, you're not rumbling all around all over your car or in 4 or 5 different boxes that you've got in the room or whatever. Make sure it's organized where you can get to things quickly and get her products to her. And a few things I want to just share with you as we close. When we did July, we asked everybody who came in to take a note card and write down their very best in tip. And so we didn't get a chance to share all of those throughout the course of the Jumpstart. So I just want to read you a few of those as we close real quick. The first one I love: look professional and be on time, which means be early. The next one is be yourself, but be prepared. And this one was similar to that: be myself and always honest. This one I absolutely love. Share your goals and your dreams at every party. People fall in love with you and your vision even more than they do the products. Have a powerful I story. Read the script. Practice. Always have products to show and to sell on hand. Have fun and connect with the guests. Mix up party themes to keep the guest booking, so that brings them back, time after time. Second appointment, third appointment, we could do this for months if you wanted to. And this one I thought was such a good idea. Take a selfie with the entire party. That way you can text it to the referrals that you get so they know you're a real person. They know, oh yeah, there's my friend. I see her in that picture. So she must like this chick. So I can probably talk to her. It'll be okay. And then keep the length of the party to a max of 1.5 hours or so. In society today, we've gotten so used to instant gratification, doing things quickly, that I think, keeping our parties timely is really important, and not making them too long that people feel like you're just keeping them there forever and ever and ever. So those are from a lot of our Mary Kay sisters, consultants, and directors that were at Jumpstart. So thank you all very much for that. And I hope this has helped. We'll continue to do this in person and love doing it in person, and use our virtual sessions as kind of supplements as far as I'm concerned. I know some of you will do, much more virtually, but I hope this has helped. And if you have questions, if you want to, send those to me, I'd be happy to answer those after the fact. So everybody have a great evening. Love you guys, and can't wait to see you next week.